Today, we're looking at the recently released Mazda Savanna RX-7 SA22C late version Turbo GT for the 1983 model year kit from Hasegawa Hobby Kits. The 124 scale curbside kit, and this is going to be basically a modified reissue with some new parts to update it to the 1983 model year. This is the follow-up to the initial release of the RX-7, which was done as the early version limited for the 1978 model year. And it is going to be today's What's in the Box. And now taking a look at the body, you can see it's a multi-piece body molded in black. Taking a look now at parts tree B, which is the chassis and suspension and some interior parts tree. Take a look at the chassis. You can see the underside engine detail is molded to it. In this corner we have the rearview mirror, steering column, some rear suspension linkage, the rear seat. This corner we have on the left, we have the front spring struts, spindles, a set of brakes you're not going to be using. These you will not be using. Lower control arms, sway bar. The actual brakes you'll be using for this kit. Over there you have the center armrest, center console armrest piece. Over this corner we have the rear axle, drive shaft springs, pedals, fuel tank, and the dash. Moving on now to parts tree C, which has some more interior pieces as well. Start here with the interior tub, which obviously is stripped because they used it for the race version, the 1979 Daytona race version. Over here in this corner, we have the pieces for the pop-up headlights. Part of the pieces for the pop-up headlight, I believe it's a multi-piece setup. Here in the middle section, we have the interior door panels, toe link, another sway bar, shocks with some control arms. And down here on the last side we have the side view mirrors, a couple of choices for the parking brakes, which you'll be using this one, not that one. Wipers. Obviously this set of mirrors you will not be using. Underpan. Now taking a look at parts trees L and J, which are going to be the front seat parts tree. You can see the seats are basically a 4-piece unit. You have the main seat and the backing piece, and then over here on parts tree L you have the headrest, which is a 2-piece headrest. Moving on to parts tree E, which is going to be some exhaust pieces, the covers for the pop-up headlights, the top part, the piece, and the rear lower quarter panel rear fender body pieces. And then the 2-piece exhaust, muffler, cat, and then the covers for the pop-up headlights. Now we're going to take a look at parts tree M and Q. Start with Q here. This is going to be the lower front bumper piece, and the grille will attach to it, and then the front bumper will attach to it. Moving right along to parts tree M. Now we have top, we have part of the exhaust. There in the middle we have the side trim molding pieces, the main big piece. We have the interior armrest, grab handle, pull handle, shifter boot, center console piece, gear shift knob. Over on this side we have the lower piece of the rear spoiler, The rest of the side trim molding pieces, the grille. In this corner we have the front and rear bumpers, steering wheel choices, which you'll be using this steering wheel, the top part of the rear spoiler. Now we're going to turn our attention, take a look at the blank sidewall no name brand roundy rounds and a set of polycaps. Take a look now at parts tree R, which is going to be various Mazda scripting. Parts tree WB is up next, and it is going to be the wheels. You see they're kind of a nice satin chromish type finish. Two-piece wheels. The little center cap is separate. Taking a look now at parts trees W and X, which is the chrome parts tree. Over here with a W, and we have the taillight back pieces, the rear view mirrors, the side view mirror faces, excuse me. The only pieces you're going to be using from this parts tree will be the headlight bucket, those pieces, and this piece up here, and that's it. The other ones you're going to discard. Taking a look now at the decal and window masking sheet. First, the window mask. So you have masks for the rear window and the B-pillar, C-pillar windows. And now the decal sheet. Pretty full. Got some choices on there. You have some fabric decals for the seats. A couple choices for instrument gauges. You have an entire cluster decal, and then you have the individual gauges there. Now we're going to take a look at parts trees AA and AC, which is the clear parts tree. So we're going to start with AA, and you have the front windshield with the sun visors attached, and the rear window. Now we'll take a look at AC, which has the side windows, you have your tail lights. Oh yeah, AA has the the headlight lenses. Back to AA, you have the tail light lenses, indicators, marker lights. And now lastly, we're going to take a look at the instruction book. Yes, you want to get yourself some Mazda color matched paint for the RX-7. James and Scalefinishes should hopefully be able to get you some mixed up if that's how you want to roll. So there we go, my friends. That is a look at the Mazda RX-7 Savanna SA22C late version Turbo GT for the 1983 model year kit from Hasegawa Hobby Kits. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.